What is up, you guys? Today I want to talk about something that I have seen in none of the videos that I watched about pregnancy, or none of the courses I have taken when it comes to becoming a mom in the early stages of just being pregnant, going through all of those hormonal changes, having your body change, or sometimes even before you actually notice physical differences. There is a ton of mental differences. I saw basically no one comment on what I'm about to talk about in this video. But like I always say, I would love to have you part of the family, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell. That way you get notified every time a new video drops. I love to give you guys the insight that I wish I had at the start of whatever journey that it is I'm going on. That way my hindsight is your foresight. So let's hop right into it. No one talked about, and this was a big topic that was very just common, and we were well aware that in the world of bodybuilding and doing competitions and all of this sort of thing, body dysmorphia was a very real thing. And being in the gym for 10 plus years, it was something that I struggled with, I saw other people struggle with, and it was just a very common thing. And it was normalized, we understood it, and we also understood how to change our bodies in the way that would make us happier over time, but it was something that we knew and understood. Something that no one talks about is that this totally happens during pregnancy. It doesn't matter if you've been in the gym for 10 years and you're training 6-7 days a week. It's part of your life. It doesn't matter if you're not at that level. Regardless, you have incredible changes going on in your body, and it really plays a huge mental game with you that sometimes people don't have the tools to overcome. Like, I was thinking about this and I was like, wow, there's a lot of moms out there that don't have the tools I do when it comes to mindset training and nutrition. They don't understand the gym, they don't understand their macros, they don't understand how to track their calories. How are these women making it through? Like, it really seems like, I feel like it's hard from my perspective. I feel like there's no kind of situation that is just going to make it easy for you to become a mom. It doesn't matter, obviously the less financial stress that you can have makes it easier. Obviously, the more stability that you have in your emotions make it easier. Obviously, having all of these tools and resources to be able to change your body and having confidence in the fact that you're going to be able to get your body back better than ever before, that makes it easier, and it makes it something that you're able to cope with. But it doesn't make it something that makes the whole process easy. I think regardless of where you're starting from, it is a challenge. And my heart just goes out to those women that are still struggling with the mental problems, like the mental illness, the anxiety, the depression, the suicidal thoughts, and haven't found the tools to overcome them, and now they have all of this on their plate. My heart goes out to the women that have not figured out how to get their bodies back into shape and get a solid program and routine at the gym. And then now they have all of this added stuff. And of course, your body's never going to be the same, but that doesn't mean that you can't look good. Like, it doesn't mean that you can't have a better looking body with some help of external things. Like, of course, there's solutions out there to everything. But my heart really goes out to people that are in that situation, because honestly, I feel such a sense of comfort knowing that I have all of these tools and resources, and knowing that I have a great understanding of my body and how I'm going to get myself back into shape, all of that. And I just feel like it's not something that's even spoken of. Another thing that I want to bring up that I feel isn't spoken of often either is early on in pregnancy, before I felt like the baby moving and stuff like that, and even through the early stages when I did feel the baby moving, I didn't feel any sort of connection to this baby, because I don't know why. Like, some women at 4 or 5 weeks pregnant, they're like, this is amazing, and they have all of that connection in the world, which is beautiful. And I would love to have that, but I didn't have that. And then so I was like, oh my gosh, like, I feel guilty for not having these feelings and these emotions towards my baby, because I understand that even in the womb, it is a crucial part of their development. And just that feeling of feeling detached from your baby was something that no one talked about. And it was never brought up on any of the YouTube channels I was on. It was never brought up in any of the courses that I attended. It was only brought up when I brought it up, and it was amongst other moms that were like, yes, that is absolutely normal. That is relatable. You are okay. Everything is okay. It doesn't mean that your pregnancy isn't going to go the way that you want it to. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be a good mom. It doesn't mean anything, really. Like, yes, in this moment of time, that is how you're feeling, and that's valid, and that's okay. And from me to you, like, something I just want to tell you is that if you speak to people about it, because for me, my way of coping with it was like, okay, let's speak to someone about it and let's be honest. And the feedback I got from that wasn't entirely positive, because the feedback I got initially, I just kind of wasn't looking to the right source for information, and I just brought that up, and then that person was like, well, you should be feeling connection, and you should be feeling da-da-da, and I don't understand why you're feeling like that, na-na-na-na. But from me to you, I can tell you that, like I said, that's valid, that's okay. It doesn't mean that you're going to be a bad mom. It's okay to have those feelings. It's okay to share those feelings. It's okay to own those feelings. I think you should have discernment as to where to share those feelings, and only do it in spaces where you know that you're going to be supported. And I'm not saying hide it, but I'm saying reach out to people that are going to empower you and help you through that stage of your life, because you need people like that at that time, and you don't need people or energy in your field at that very moment that's going to make you feel less than or not good enough or guilty or whatever, because you're going to have enough of that on your own. So you don't really need any sources of stressful information or stressful remarks at that point. You just need someone to be like, you know what, it's okay, girl, you got this, you're normal, that happened to me too. And yeah, understand that you can hate your pregnancy and you can still be a great mom. You can hate the changes that your body are making, and it doesn't take away from the development of your child. And those are all very real things. And I know it sounds brutal and harsh and whatever, but honestly, it's only fake things that are not brutal and harsh. And real things, yes, they have incredible beauty to them too, but then they have an incredibly harsh, brutal side of them. And I believe that I'm not loving what my body is doing. I'm not loving being a part of all of these stretch marks and transitions, and my clothes are not fitting, and my outfits are what fits instead of what I want to wear. I would never fucking wear this. You know what I mean? And so I just think that if you can find the happiness in the other things instead of looking for them in the same spot that you lost your happiness, like, I mean, I'm not trying to go and look at myself in the mirror and be elated that I have six-pack abs and that I'm super shredded and that I have a 22, 23, 24-inch waist around there, and that my vacuums are on point, because that used to be a huge source of my happiness. The fact that I would go into the gym with like booty shorts, no shirt on, sports bra, feeling great, feeling confident, knowing that I have this energy of being just beautiful. And I'm not saying that I'm not now, but I definitely don't look at it in the same way, in the same light, and I don't look for my gratification there, because I know that it would be an empty space. So instead, for me, it's like, okay, well, my spiritual development, I've been meditating and doing a specific meditation that helps me align my chakras and clear up all my negative energy. And it makes me more God-centered and attracts God energy into every single day. And then I have more clarity with my lessons and stuff like that, like the lessons that I'm attracting in my life. And they're easy and they're fun and they're enjoyable. So I've been doing a meditation that's manifesting and attracting all of those things. And I've been very, very consistent with it. I've been seeing the results. I am more confident in this area of my life. So when I see that it's been, I think at this point, like, geez, wait a minute, just give me a quick minute. We're in May right now, May 2024, and I started this in January. So, I mean, I'm over 4 months in, so I've hit the 90-day, like most people fuck up before this point. And I've passed that. So now that's where I'm seeking that confidence and, in a way, like pride in myself and just happiness, because you have something that you're working on and you see the growth and you see the progress and you know what your goal is and it's clear, and you see yourself getting like step by step closer and closer to attaining that goal and to improving that area of your life. So I think that it's just about changing your perspective and finding what things are making you happy. And it's not necessarily like, I got the best advice because I said, I don't accept being this big. And then I had one of the girls look at me, she's like, don't accept being that big then, because it's not who you are and it's not your character and it's not how you're going to be. You're going to be like this for a few months, and then the minute that that baby comes out, you're going to be way smaller than you are, you know, at 9 months pregnant right before you gave birth, and then you're going to be on a downward trend from there. But don't accept it. You don't have to sit there and accept the fact that, you know, you're fat and you're bigger, because if you change that as part of your identity through this journey, then you're never going to be able to lose the weight, because you became someone that is bigger. And I was like, you know what? That's such a good point. Like, it's so true. It's just a chapter. And just having that mindset, those tools, that insight, and that information really helped me out a lot. And I find no matter where I looked to any of the sources of information that I was looking at, none of this came up. It was not something that was relatable. And it was something that I felt like a lot of people wouldn't have the balls to talk about, because it seems wrong. It seems like you're not in your divine feminine energy and you're not accepting and being happy and being grateful, when you can simultaneously be grateful but still not enjoy the spot that you're in. You can not enjoy it enough to, as soon as you have the opportunity to change it, but you can still be grateful that it is a season of your life, and then not lose the gratitude, if that makes any sense. So you want to be finding a balance in between those, to be able to still be grateful and to still be like, you know what, to be completely honest with you, this is not something I enjoy. This is not who I am. This is not part of my character. And the moment that I have the ball back in my court, trust me, I'm going to be changing it. So I really hope that y'all are making me nervous. I really hope that helps you guys out and gives you an insight that maybe no one else gave you, or kind of just shed some light on a situation that, in my mind, not a lot of people are speaking of. And I just wanted to bring that up and let you know that on this journey, you're going to have those emotions come up, and those emotions are not invalid, and you're right to be feeling that way. You're just not right to get stuck there. So I just want you to keep on moving and keep on progressing on your journey of personal development. Keep on looking at the positive in every situation, but understand that you're able to feel those feelings. You don't have to immediately shove them down, repress them. You're fine. You're okay. It is good to feel those feelings, and you don't want to be repressing them, pushing them away, etc., etc. Just the only way to get through it is to go through it. So I'll see you guys in a few days.